it's Astro Coach. Welcome to Gozo and Hondock, which is one of our local, as you can see, pretty busy beach areas. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. It's super hot. It's been like 38 degrees Celsius today. So, and for our American viewers, that means that's like hundreds. Absolutely hundreds. Anyway, with no further ado, I'm going to tell you all about the energy for tonight's full moon. And we really are hoping we're going to get a really good view of this tonight. So, because it's due to rise actually at 2039. It goes completely full. So hopefully we'll see something. So it's a full moon in Capricorn, but it's also the last supermoon of this year. So that means that we don't get another supermoon where the moon is this close to the planet Earth until June, I believe, of 2022. And it's a strawberry moon, which is really weird actually, you know, because Capricorn is not a strawberry kind of sign. Capricorn is quite cool, stern, sticks to rules, sticks to boundaries, and strawberries to me are much more kind of fun and June and cream and all sorts of exciting things like that. Strawberry flans. So I'm Taurus. Anyway, moving swiftly on. When life slows you down, it means it's time to stop and smell the roses. Now you might ask why I'm saying that. The sun at the moment is in Cancer and it's opposite the moon, which is full in Capricorn. We have a retrograde Jupiter in Pisces. This is the astrological bit, and then I get on to what it all means. We have a retrograde Jupiter in Pisces, but it's making a beautiful trine, which is a really good, helpful aspect to the full moon and to the sun. And what's even more exciting is that Jupiter is the planet of abundance, opportunity, and kind of, you know, just fun stuff. So we've also got to look at the fact that we've got Saturn still retrograde in Aquarius, opposite Mars in Leo, and Uranus in Taurus. But I'm going to move on to the real nuts and bolts of this and tell you what it all means. Because we've still got some pretty heavy duty energy. So what's it going to bring into focus? How are you? How do you feel? Are you feeling kind of overwhelmed? Are you feeling like everything's too much? Everything's getting on top of you? Are you actually falling victim to bureaucracy with this Capricorn moon? Because, you know, the Capricorn sign is about the establishment. It's about structure and governance. And it's just interesting to see how that plays out on our own personal lives. But as I said, the most important aspect of this particular lunar event is this beautiful trine from Jupiter. And this actually, for me, brings it very much into the realm of personal relationships. Why? Because I think this full moon is inviting us to go that extra mile for each other, to support each other emotionally. We have been through such tough times. I know it looks like it's all fun and games here in the sun in Gozo, but we still have the same challenges as everyone does everywhere. And tonight, filming live, we have audio challenges with jet skis and cars and trucks and jeeps, but hey, it's all good fun. So let's look at this moon. The full moon is suggesting we will have a welcome easing of some of the restrictions and rules that we've all been enduring over the last, 18 months really. It'll soon be 2 years. But the psychological effect on everybody during the last 18 months has taken a huge toll. Now, it's interesting, you know, because statistically, the people who come out best from trauma, and let's face it, on some level, we've all been traumatized by what we've been through collectively in the last 18 months. But the people who come out best are those who adapt and work with the energy rather than against it. So we still got to remember we've got Pluto that is retrograde in Capricorn, although it's not near the moon, it's not near the lunation of this particular event, but it's opposite Venus. Venus in Cancer, which is the planet of relationships, of love, of value, of fun. And with Pluto opposite, it's like we're really, really experiencing a huge toll on our friendships and close relationships, because an opposition is like we're in opposite sides. It's a clash. But you know, through this energy, new friendships will have been forged because we will be aligning ourselves to each other. It's like like will attract like, and these new friendships will endure. But sadly, friendships, relationships that have suffered through this you know, last 18 months, they have the opportunity to either transform into a better and more profound connection, or I'm sad to say they will fall to an end. So therefore, this trine from Jupiter to the Sun gives us a wonderful opportunity to go that extra mile with the people we really don't want to lose, but to find compromise and balance. To oh dear, they're bringing all the boats in from the sea. To find compromise and balance, to agree to disagree and accept that we're all entitled to our own personal views about the world. And I've noticed there's been a lot when you sort of go on social media, groups of people and individuals, you know, you should all think what I think, or, you know, and actually no one's right and no one's wrong, it's just different opinions, and that's okay. You know, it's good that we all have different ideas and you know, can compromise in these things. So let's look at this tough angle between Saturn, Mars and Uranus. Now Saturn has been doing this ongoing square to Uranus for quite some time now. Is that some shenanigans going on over there in this live broadcast?
The full moon.
I'm sorry, I do have to just, you know...
It's a full moon energy, Penny.
Full moon energy, okay, right, we'll run with that. Tonight I'm joined by some lovely, very dear close friends who are acting as cameraman and coach and anything else you can think of. So, but this Saturn retrograde is still a bit of a challenge for us this year. And what I feel this means is that at the moment we need to err on the side of look before you leap, that taking your time to decide to travel or make big changes in your life needs to be allowed to unfold at a much slower pace than most of us like. And you see, we do have this upcoming abundance of retrograde planets, which I talk about in my July Astrology, which is up on YouTube at the moment. So you can check that out there, and it covers all your own individual zodiac signs. So, but I really feel we're being asked to find a better and more appropriate way to navigate our territory. It's not a time to surge. It's a bit like doing it on the M25, you know. To surge ahead without very careful thought and a weighing up all the for and against columns. And as I said at the beginning, when life slows you down, not like this lot, it's time to stop and smell the roses. You know, on the roads in Gozo, it says go slow, but they don't. Now, I'm going to move on to your individual zodiac signs. I'm just using this one great aspect. So rather than go into it in huge depth, we're looking at just this trine from Jupiter because that's really super good for everybody. So Aries, for you have uncannily good insight at the moment, and I think you can really get a sense now of how you want or can see your future life to start unfolding. Okay, Taurus. So, a decision that you make, Taurus, around this time to do with something that's very close to your heart will help you fly high. Gemini, if some finance you've been waiting to get sorted out, that's going to all get sorted now. Promise, really is. You've got Jupiter. Wow, that's really going to bring good energy in. Cancer. So this is a beautiful full moon, Cancer, for your close relationships. And I think you'll be making some very positive decisions. It could also mean that people that no longer really belong in your life just leave. But it's not something to be fearful of. It's a natural progression, or sort of, you know, just the way things need to unfold. Leo. So for you, Leo, you really need to pace yourself because this full moon is in your 6th house. Day-to-day routine and health, amongst other things. And it's really important you get a workable balance in this daily routine and be very mindful of your emotional health and take time out to avoid overwhelm. Virgo. So for Virgo, I think it's going to be party time. And I think you and your other half are going to really have a really great time with this moon. It feels like problems that have existed are going to be put to the past and it's time to actually move forward. But if you're single, that will soon change. Right, Libra. So Libra, expect changes at home. It could be with family members, or, you know, it's really interesting that what came to me, Libra, is are you going to get another dog or cat or bird, or because there's just something. It's wonderful here, isn't it? I love doing lives. And are you going to get a new furry friend, is what I wanted to say. Now, Scorpio. Well, there's something very important that you need to communicate to a romantic partner. And you now have that opportunity with this full moon. And if there are changes that you want to make in this relationship, now is the time to say something. Okay, Sagittarius. So, you're going to be making some decisions about your finances, and you could even be splashing out on home extensions, decorations, just doing a good old change at home. Capricorn, well, of course, this is your moon. This is your full moon. And I think the wires of communication are going to be buzzing hot for you with this full moon in your sign, because it seems as if there's someone or something in your life you need to commit fully to. And that is what this moon is going to bring for you. Aquarius. So, it's a moon full of inner reflection. And you may have certain anxieties about financial outlays. But you know, Aquarius, Jupiter is shining on you. and he's sprinkling his lucky fairy dust all over your finances. So stop worrying, you've done your sums right. And Pisces. So you, of course, at the moment have got the beautiful planet Jupiter giving you a taste of what life's going to be like next year when Jupiter moves fully into your sign. So at the moment, Jupiter is in your first house, and this for me is very much about projects or a particular project that you've been working on, and it's about to take off with this full moon. And this is going to lift you and propel you much further forward on this path than you could have anticipated. So it's an interesting full moon. Now, before I bring this to a close, of course it's all gone beautifully quiet now, hasn't it? Now I've finished, or nearly finished, because now to the business end, because I want to tell you a little bit about what happened to me today, because my new website has just literally launched with this full moon energy today. So I'd be super thrilled if you could check out my new website. And if you would like to have a one-to-one with me for Astro coaching, then check out my website and it will give you all the details of how to get in touch with me. And I'd also like to say that my intention with this full moon, as it was with the summer solstice, is to reach at least 1K subscribers on my YouTube channel. So if you've not subscribed, I really would be super thrilled if you could do that. It would really be fabulous, because then we can do all these lives on YouTube, and then we can go viral. Wouldn't that be interesting? Well, so I'd like to say, before I bring this to a conclusion, thank you so much to Gozo in the house for hosting this and for providing all the support that they have been doing for a whole year so far. We have a kind of year's anniversary today, and I won't embarrass them by actually saying who they are, but they know who they are, and they're all going, no, don't say me, don't pick me. So I want to say thank you to them. I want to say thank you most of all to you, the viewer, the subscriber and the client that have taken the time to come and watch tonight. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, and bye for now.